ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to CAGCast episode number 497. I'm your host, GBD, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we are joined by a man who's, holy shit, he's 40, Wombat.
Hey, I'm old. So old.
Welcome to Club Old.
Oh, it sucks.
No, it doesn't.
Do you have one of those lordy, look who's 40 signs in your yard?
No.
You will.
I didn't know that was a thing. Is that something I'm supposed to get?
Hold on, I'm writing this down so I can plant this on your lawn while you're sleeping.
Ugh. Please don't.
I'm going to spray paint it on your garage, actually.
That works. I think that would be better.
How do you feel?
The same.
How's the celebration going?
So far, so good. We went to Chili's last night.
Chili's?
I got some fajitas and a margarita.
Chili's is hardly... I feel like that's not... did not rise to the occasion of such an event.
Well, that's where we went with the kids.
Aha.
So it's different. That was the dinner with the kids.
That's a high-class kids joint.
Yeah, exactly. For small children, that's pretty good. We did hibachi with my brother and his family on Sunday.
Okay.
That's a higher class kids joint.
Yes, exactly. That was
That's
also
like
with
peak class for kids.
exactly. That was with one child, not the other. And on Saturday, because Saturday was a weird day because it was my friend's bachelor party for his second bachelor party for his second wedding. And
Did he look clean shaven?
no, I did not. I was not clean shaven for
Was
that.
he?
But
this is the guy that you gave the razors
this is the
to,
guy
right?
that I gave the razors to. Yes.
Right.
And he will be clean shaven now. And we went to the Yankee game in the afternoon, followed by the New York Yankee Steakhouse in Manhattan.
Oh.
So, yeah.
And
So that was like a fancy dinner too.
What about the strippers?
There were no strippers. We were all too old for strippers.
Really?
Yeah.
How old-
Yeah. We
oh.
just
Stripper said no.
It was like an 8-hour day between going to the Yankee game and then to dinner. I mean, it was a long day. It's fine.
How
all had a
are
very
the
nice time.
Yankees steaks?
The New York Yankee Steakhouse is pretty good, actually.
Really? Is
It's
it
not-
really?
It
said
sounds like it would be wonderful. It sounds like
It sounds like it's not a scam at all.
right.
I mean, it's not. Is it the best steakhouse in Manhattan? No. Do they have cool memorabilia all over the restaurant for your friend who's the biggest Yankee fan you know?
Sure.
And the steaks are pretty good? Yes.
Do they brand the Yankee symbol into the steaks?
Only on one of the steaks.
Of course.
And it's that steak. You ready? The steaks range, like all the other steaks, are like between $40 and $50, which is, fairly normal steakhouse prices. But the one that they brand the symbol in, $80. It's like they upcharge you $30 to get the Yankee symbol in the.
Right.
And this is also I don't know why I was being friendly with the waitress who was helping us, and she was very nice. And when she put down the steak knives, I could tell just by looking at it that it wasn't really sharp enough for a steak. And I actually said, I'm like, don't you have a sharper knife for the steaks? And as I'm sitting there, she actually came back to the table and she said, "These are the special steak knives that we only have for the players.
Wow.
Here you go." And she gave me, and it's a completely different steak knife. You could tell the difference in quality right away because it weighs like 8 pounds. And I'm like, and she's like, "And you should take that home." That's what she said to me. "And you should take that home."
Really?
And that knife actually has on the side, it has like carved in it NYY for New York Yankees. The standard steak knives have none of that flair.
Wait a minute. So everybody took the steak knives home?
No, she only gave one of the fancy steak knives to just me.
And you took it home?
Yeah.
You didn't give it to the bachelor?
I offered it to him. It was the first thing I did. I said, "Do you want the knife?" He goes, No, you take it. You asked for it.
Did he say,
"All right."
I want the knife?
Want the knife.
Please.
Yeah. So, and it was kind of cool.
I guess he's only allowed to get one sharp object per day.
There you go.
He'd received his in the form of a Harry's razor.
Yes. And if he really wanted the knife, trust me, he would tell me. We've been best friends for almost 40 years. So I'm not worried about him not telling me the truth about what he wants.
Interesting. And I mean, when I had my bachelor party, I explicitly told my friends no strippers. I'm not interested in that. And of course, they managed to get a stripper involved somehow.
Well, at his first bachelor party, which was about 15 years ago, that one had strippers involved.
I see.
It's a long engagement.
Yes, that's it. So this one is a little different, a little more low key, but still very nice. We had a good time.
But what about your birthday? Did you get anything good for your birthday?
I don't have any of the things I got yet.
Right.
So my wife signed me up for the Marvel Collectors Club.
What's
so
that?
I'll get my first box
Collector
in
Core?
June. Huh?
Collector Core?
Yeah. Did I say Collectors
It's like
Club?
a loot box thing?
Yeah, it's like a loot box, but it's just Marvel stuff.
Nerd box?
A nerd box. Yep. So I got one of those, and she also signed me up for two of those things. She signed me up for the Marvel box, and she signed me up for the t-shirt.
Gotcha.
She knows
So
you
I
well.
I get a t-shirt of the month now for the year, which I figured you would all find very amusing.
Sure.
Yeah. She knows, like Shipwreck said, she knows me well. So I get my first t-shirt at the end of this month, and my first Marvel box in June.
Fantastic.
So,
She said,
Yeah,
listen,
I'm-
honey, I know you don't go to E3 anymore, so I'm bringing the experience to you.
and you're going to get one
Here are
crappy
12
t-shirt.
free t-shirts.
Exactly. Can you think of a better gift for me, honestly?
Maybe.
When she told me that, I laughed audibly at work. So
That's very sweet.
I thought so. It was a very thoughtful gift, and I'm very excited for my Marvel boxes. We actually sat there and tried to predict what each box is going to be because I get 6 of them. So
Professor X yarn.
You
Wolverine
got the Nazi
sausages.
box.
yes, the Secret Empire Nazi box. I'm looking forward to that. Maybe they would do it because that's one of the ones that we couldn't figure out is what they would do for August. But I could see them doing a Secret Empire box maybe in August when that event ends.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Well, we'll celebrate your birthday later this week for our birthday lunch.
Yes, I think we already talked about this too much, and it's only been 7 minutes. So I think people are sick of hearing about my birthday.
Right. And I will
Only
give
4
you
more weeks, people.
Yeah.
I will,
Enjoy your Wombat, miss.
I will give you your present then on at the birthday lunch.
I'm excited. I honestly have no idea what it is, what it could possibly be. So
A slightly used copy of Mario Kart 8 for the Switch.
works for me. I could stare at it on the shelf.
Perfect. You'll enjoy it. No, maybe. We'll see. You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy the fried clams at least.
I will definitely enjoy the fried clams.
Excellent. Let's see. At Dante Calypso wanted to wish you a happy belated birthday. And then he asked if you can wish for me to have a beer with you and make me promise not to throw up when I get home. I had a beer with you a couple weeks ago, and I didn't.
You did?
I had no
yeah.
problem whatsoever.
Nope. Left Coast Kitchen.
Yeah, that was good.
That was a good time.
It was.
Yeah.
I have some updates on my smart home that I know everybody's very interested in hearing. That's not involving watering rocks either. So the other day we went out to this, our library has this treasure hunt thing. It was pretty cool, actually. They get involved with like the local merchants and you follow these clues. And when you solve the clue, it leads you to a store. And then in the window is a little QR code that you scan with your phone. And then it gives you a little history of that store and what it looked like 50, 60 years ago. And then it gives you your next clue. And you go, you move on to the next one and the next one until you finish. So we did this at night. Usually we're home before dark on a normal night, but this night we were not. So we get back home and I'd left the front light on of our house, which shines right on our front door. And when we got home, there were so many bugs all over the door, like a lot of little ones and then like a couple of really big ones that were maybe there to eat the little ones. I don't know. But it was so covered in bugs that there was no way we were going to open that door because they would all be inside our house. So we had to go around to the back and get in that way. So I decided that I needed some way to have a motion detector light on there, so we're not keeping the light on all the time. But I also don't want to install a whole new light fixture or anything like that. So I basically did it with a Philips Hue setup again. I took out the LED recessed can and I put in a bulb, and I bought the motion detector and mounted it outside, and it works great. No more bugs. So go me. I did it all myself for minimal cost, basically.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I also had our gardener came and also put in flowers. So we're watering a lot more than rocks now. So we're all set up.
I mean, rocks and flowers.
He did put in more rocks. He did put in a lot more rocks, actually. But they're all.
I noticed the rocks.
Come on, there's a lot of flowers there. You noticed the flowers.
There was like 4 flowers
No.
and about 8 tons of rocks.
No, there's a lot of flowers, a lot more flowers. But there are a lot of rocks.
You keep rocking those flowers. That's all I'll say.
We have small rocks and big rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's getting watered.
Rocks the Casbah.
Yes. How about some show feedback? Oh, no, wait.
Sure.
Shipwreck's got to tell his bad story.
Oh, he does? Maybe he doesn't want to. Did you ever think about that?
I can say something about my bad story. That's fine.
Yeah.
I didn't have a prepared statement, but sure.
Let me get it ready. No, bad story.
Right. Yeah. So came home. I think it was late last week, or mid last week, maybe. It might have even been before last week's show. I'm not sure. But so I'm in the kitchen. I'm making the HelloFresh. Emmeline's in the backyard. Like, we have a fenced in backyard, so I can kind of like look out the kitchen. She's playing on her playground or out in the yard or whatever while I'm cooking. So she's out there doing her thing. She's got her bucket. She's picking up princess nuts, which are walnuts. And so like she's out there, she's playing, it's fine. Then Gretchen comes home from work, and so Emmeline sees her and just comes like running up to the back door and is like yelling, Mommy, I found a fuzzy animal, like a cute fuzzy animal. And she's 3, so you're like, okay, well,
Squirrel.
She could just be making something up, like could be anything. But like I knew that the lawn had gotten mowed that day as well. And so I'm like, oh, I hope she didn't like find like dead bunny or something that got mowed over.
Right.
Because we've had that happen when she was younger. She wouldn't remember it, but so like Gretchen goes outside. I keep cooking, and like she comes back in and she's like, she found a bat. And I'm like, okay, she found a bat, and there was a bat that was inside of, like, she has one of those, she has a Skyfort 2. It's one of those wooden playground sets.
I'm Googling that right now.
Okay.
Me too.
Skyfort 2 with 2 Roman numeral 2.
Nice.
Yeah, so she's got the Skyfort 2.
Jeez.
It's a nice playground.
Hell yeah.
And so, yeah, like Gretchen comes running up to the door, and like, so I have to go outside. I'm like, what am I going to do? There's a bat. Everybody come inside. This seems like we're going the wrong direction.
Right.
So get out there, and like Gretchen like has a big Tupperware container, like one of those things like you would put bird seed in or something, or cat food. And she's got gloves on. She's got, I went and got her some of like my goggles from work. Like if I have to go to like a manufacturing plant.
Uh-huh.
And she's got like one of her doctor masks on and everything. So she's climbing up into the playhouse, all this stuff. And Emmeline's just like so happy because she's got like a new pet bat that she found.
Uh-huh.
And
we're going to keep it.
Right. Every animal that's in our yard is her pet.
Right.
So And I'm like, okay, yeah, it's a bat. It probably like went up into there to sleep and fell down and was groggy and it just like didn't get up. Like I've had a bat fall into my French fries before at Kings Island. Like I sat down. This is like back when I was a teenager, and it was like you buy like the $8 thing of fries, like the big potato wedge kind.
Mm-hmm.
And sat down, started eating them. All of a sudden, just a bat falls down into my fries.
He was dead, or he was hungry?
No, he was alive. He was alive. He just like had, I don't know, lost his grip when he was sleeping.
Fuck.
Yeah, just fell down in my fries, like looked at me and then flew away. And then I had to decide whether I was going to eat the fries. I don't remember if I ate the fries.
He looked at you and he
Please
said,
tell me you didn't eat the fries.
I was a teenager. I don't actually remember what I did with the fries at that point.
Please.
I would have
tell
never
me.
eaten fries again, probably, after that.
Right. Those were really good fries, and they were really expensive. Like $8 fries for a teenager.
Right. Yeah.
It had the cheese with them.
It's a big investment.
Anyway, back to your story.
Yeah. So Gretchen gets up there. She's like wrestling around with the Tupperware. The bat's like doing the little bat screams and everything.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, she gets it. She gets it in there, gets it all like, I don't know, secure and everything. Then decides she's gonna take it to work because she's a vet. So she knows what to do with this stuff and gonna have it sent off for rabies testing. And comes back a week later, it has rabies. So yeah, our bat got to be a story in the local newspapers and newscasts and everything.
How are the shots going?
She wasn't bit. So, But since she's 3 years old and her recollection of the events, or how she tells them, is that the bat was in her bucket of princess nuts and crawled out of the bucket of princess nuts and was flying around. I pretty sure the bat was probably just sleeping on the floor the entire time.
Right.
But you can't trust her. So yeah, you have to go get the shots, and it's like, it's awful. We're on series 2. It's like a 2-week process. 4 visits. The first one is like you get 3 shots at once, basically.
Ooh, triple.
One in both legs and in the arm at the same time. But yeah, it's not a pleasant experience, but she'll be fine.
By the way, Gretchen's a better man than I, because there's no fucking way I'm going anywhere near that thing, let alone trying to catch it.
Yeah,
the problem is I probably would have wound up touching the bat too, and I would have to get shots.
Right. That's what I would have ended up doing. I'd have gone up there with the first thing I could grab out of the garage to like bat it away.
Yeah.
And it would have flown up into my hair.
The longest pole.
And then you would also be getting shots, and no one's buying you a toy after shots, and that sucks.
Right. No.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So
congratulations. It's very rare to find a bat that has rabies. They say only 6% of the bats that get tested for rabies actually have rabies. So you win.
Yeah. So we ended up not killing a perfectly good bat. So
and making the news.
Sure.
It's bat-tastic.
Yeah. And in the meantime, Cheapy bought a bat condo for his house.
Well,
that now his wife won't let him put up.
No. Well, here's the thing. I was looking at this ahead of time, like around the time that this happened. I had read something that said bats are very, they eat an incredible amount of mosquitoes. Like they can eat like 1,000 mosquitoes an hour. And people said, if you can buy one of these wooden bat houses for like $30, and a couple, bats will come and live there and eat your mosquitoes. And that seemed like a really good deal to me. But then this thing all happened, and I wound up ordering it anyway, but I don't think it's going to work here because I have too many trees and there's too much shade, and the house needs to get sunlight, a lot of sunlight. Otherwise bats aren't interested. Or maybe you just need a sky fort. Maybe I should just get a sky fort.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you have a playset with a bay window? Because if you don't have a bay window on your playset, you're not going to get any bats.
Right. No, the Sky Fort is definitely a bigger proposition than the Bat House.
There is nothing fort-like about that, by the way.
It's like a condo. They should call it Kid Condo.
Kid Condo.
Anyway, so yeah, I don't know that the Bat House is actually going to get installed, but it's sitting in my boiler room right now. I'll sell it to anybody cheap if they want.
You might as well just hang it up and see what comes to live in it.
I figure you're just going to wrap it and give it to me on Friday.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
That's a good idea. Now
edit this out so he doesn't know about it.
I could give you the bat attractant spray that I bought called Hello.
No,
it's called Hello Bat. I'm going to spray Shipwreck with
Bat.
it. Next time I see Ship, I'm going to spray him with it. I'm bringing it to E3.